Hi, welcome to today's episode. Today we look at 10 famous celebrities who have voiced their support for Palestine. As more details of Hamas's unspeakable horrors against Israeli civilians continue to be revealed, some celebrities have used their social media platforms to express support for Palestinians, leaving many of their fans stunned. Number 10 is Gigi Hadid. After days of notable silence surrounding the harrowing terror attacks against Israel that shook the global community early this month, supermodel Gigi Hadid took to Instagram to reaffirm her deep empathy for the Palestinian struggle. Hadid, whose father is Palestinian and has previously spoken out in support of Palestinian fighters, failed to mention Hamas by name, but condemned the terrorizing of innocent people under the guise of the Free Palestine movement. My thoughts are with all those affected by this unjustifiable tragedy and every day that innocent lives are taken by this conflict, too many of which are children. I have deep empathy and heartbreak for the Palestinian struggle and life under occupation. It's a responsibility I hold daily. I also feel a responsibility to my Jewish friends to make it clear, as I have before. While I have hopes and dreams for Palestinians, none of them include the harm of a Jewish person, she wrote. Hadid argued that being pro-Palestine does not make her anti-Semitic. Number 9 is John Cusack. American actor John Cusack, highly active on Twitter, shared a personal account of his participation in the pro-Palestine march in Chicago. He wrote, "I was out at the Palestinian march in Chicago. I will tell you what I didn't hear. I didn't hear death to Israel. I didn't hear death to Jews. I didn't hear people celebrating the murders of Israeli civilians. What I did hear is that we must free Palestine from a brutal occupation, people concerned for their loved ones, in a hell zone, stuck without food, water, and power. Deep anguish over people being told to leave and bombed as they left. I heard people share personal accounts of family members who have been jailed, humiliated, harassed, persecuted, targeted, and killed for generations. Family members who have been hit with tear gas for no reason, and they go on with similar stories about occupied life. Young men, women, and children whose entire families have been wiped out, who are now alone, angry, humiliated, and denied basic human rights, and have come to the place where they would rather die fighting than stay imprisoned or murdered, knowing that if you try to defend yourself or your family, you're by default labeled a terrorist. That's how it is there." Number 8 is Mia Khalifa. Mia Khalifa has been the most vocal among them. Last week, the former adult film star shared a message on X, formerly Twitter, that led to her firing from her role as an advisor at Red Light Holland, which produces and distributes magic mushrooms. It has also been reported that Playboy has severed ties with her. "Can someone please tell the freedom fighters in Palestine to flip their phones and film horizontally?" Khalifa said in a social media post. Seeking to clarify her sentiments, Khalifa wrote in an X post last week, "I just want to make it clear that this statement is in no shape or form inciting violence. I specifically said freedom fighters because that's what the Palestinian citizens are fighting for. Freedom every day." Number 7 is Mark Ruffalo. The award-winning American actor wrote this on Instagram concerning the tragic events unfolding in Israel and Gaza. "I am grief-stricken for the unspeakable suffering and loss of life and loved ones. This horrific violence must end. I have no answers, obviously, but I feel it is absolutely necessary to focus on our shared human existence and reality. The sanctity of our common humanity will hopefully serve to heal the unimaginable wounds of division." The American actor had previously weighed in on the Palestine issue, however. He faced fierce pushback from pro-Israel activists over his remarks in 2021, suggesting that Israel was committing genocide. Number 6 is Zara Larsson. The Swedish singer-songwriter, Zara Larsson, has recently engaged in a contentious online discourse subsequent to her posting of a stimulating statement on her Instagram story. Larsson expressed apprehensions regarding the lack of uniformity in global responses to the ongoing conflicts in Ukraine and Palestine. The pop star posted a photo of herself in an Instagram story stating, "Oh, so it means supporting Ukraine when Russia invades, but not Palestine," expressing her observation of a double standard in the global aid provided to different countries. Number 5 is Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman, an Israeli-American actress, has been vocal about her support for Palestinian rights. In 2021, She was one of the 6,000 signatories of a letter calling for an end to Israel's occupation of Palestine. In 2022, she declined to attend the Genesis Prize ceremony in Israel due to her opposition to the policies of the current Israeli government. However, there has been a statement from Natalie Portman condemning Hamas's attack on Israel early this month. Number 4 is Zayn Malik. British singer and former One Direction member Zayn Malik has spoken out for Palestinians a number of times over the past decade. During Israel's bombardment of Gaza in 2014, the singer tweeted the hashtag #FreePalestine to millions of followers and received a flurry of abuse as a result. Many also praised the singer for shedding light on what was happening. In May 2021, the singer posted a detailed infographic on Instagram titled, "What's Happening in Sheikh Jarrah?" In the caption, Malik said that he stands with the Palestinian people and supports their resistance to colonization. "My heart aches for the families who have lost loved ones. We cannot stand as silent witnesses to children being orphaned and murdered, and not demand for the human rights of all Palestinians. This must end. Free Palestine," he added. Number 3 is Miriam Margolyes, best known for her role in the Harry Potter film series. Miriam Margolyes has been outspoken on the Israeli-Palestinian issue. The Jewish actor, who has an OBE, expressed her support for Emma Watson after her recent pro-Palestinian post on Instagram. In an interview, the actor said that Watson's post was terrific and wonderful, adding that the backlash was an attempt to shut off criticism of Israel. The Israelis are really trying to clamp down on expressions of support for Palestine because they can sense, at least I sense, that public opinion is turning against Israel on this matter, and they want to stop that, she said. "We have to be able to criticize Israel. We have to show where it is failing," she added. The prominent actor also spoke about the expulsion of Palestinians from their land during the Nakba. "I'm Jewish and I've never hidden that, but I don't in my heart believe that Israel should have been brought into being, because in order for it to be brought into being, other people had their lives and their lands taken away from them." Despite the hateful remarks the actor says she receives as a result of her solidarity with Palestinians, she remains unrepentant. Number 2 is The Weeknd. Canadian singer and songwriter The Weeknd, whose real name is Abel Tesfaye, used his social media platforms to shed light on what was happening in Sheikh Jarrah at the height of the tensions in 2021. The musician used his Instagram account to share a number of posts critical of the planned evictions. One of the posts shared by the singer included a protest painting by a US-based Palestinian artist. The illustration showed a number of Palestinians against a backdrop of Jerusalem, featuring Al-Aqsa and a church. On the image, it said, "Protect Jerusalem, and we will not leave" in Arabic. However, he hasn't come out since Hamas's attack on Israel. Number 1 is Dua Lipa. English singer and songwriter Dua Lipa voiced her support for Palestinians during the 2021 Israeli offensive against Gaza. Lipa shared a number of posts on what was happening to residents of the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood in occupied Jerusalem. "The ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian people must come to an end. No more. This is a human rights issue. Wake up, people," she wrote. The singer also condemned an advert placed in the New York Times, which featured a photo of her with model sisters Gigi and Bella Hadid, alongside the caption, "Hamas calls for a second Holocaust. Condemn them now." Lipa was dating the pair's brother Anwar Hadid at the time. The advert was paid for by the World Values Network, an organization set up and run by Shmuley Boteach, a controversial right-wing American rabbi with a history of taking out attack adverts against figures critical of Israel. The Grammy-winning singer responded by issuing a statement condemning the advert and what it insinuated. "This is the price you pay for defending Palestinian human rights," she added. However, there has been no response from her on Hamas's attack on Israel. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe for more videos.